Hello everyone, we're finally here, and this is the final and 620th video of BWN Chapter 1. The closing ceremony, it started so long ago when I was eating a ham and cheese toastie on a settee in the middle of my lounge with no network members, and since then I've gone on a journey with 10 of them, and 3 remain at the end of it all. This is setting up for the future. It's going to be incredibly exciting, and everything in between. And we've had extensive meetings and extensive plan on how to better the network and essentially create an all new journey starting from January. And we think we pulled through on that, and we cannot wait collectively to show you what we've done and to see that truly come to light. So obviously you guys are new to this whole thing, and you don't have an enormous amount of knowledge as to what's happened in the past. Well, at least I know one of you do. You on the other hand, you like to look back at all the old stuff, and you kind of done your work on things. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But basically, I'd be interested to see if any knowledge you do know and the places that we have been, where you think, what's the thing you're most excited about going forward to the future and everything with that, and essentially and everything that we've been planning. Without giving away too much away, we'll save that till New Year's Day. So I think I'm going to go to Bob. You're up first, right? Okay.
What? Let's think. I think maybe some of our games.
Yeah.
Playing some video games.
Yeah, we're going to have many meetings about that up to come, and Game Central is going to have an enormous amount to change with it. But yeah, we're still on the hunt for more network members. We're not particularly we're not entirely satisfied with just us 3. It was meant to be more, but we thought we'd keep the foundation very strong and stick with just us 3, and we're going to try and expand out as time goes on. And if it takes longer than we think, then who knows? But yeah, we're going to try our best with that. So game is the thing you're really looking forward to. Mm-hmm. I mean, being a Fortnite character, that seems quite apt.
Yeah.
Philip, do I even need to ask? I feel like that's a big area for you as well, is it not? Or is there other areas too?
I think just overall the expansion of the content, expansion of the culture of BWN, more short films, more films of different kinds. I won't spoil what kinds, but
you may or may not have something in maybe not, but we'll see. We'll say that for another day. It's fine.
But just and I think what I'm looking most forward to is the stepping up of our standards for content. Mm-hmm. I think as we go forwards, making sure that we are making the best content for you guys. Not to say that there wasn't, because again, the effort was there before. Not to say that in the previous content you were making,
of course.
The effort was always there. It's just sometimes you are limited by the technology of your time. To quote, a very good, one of my favorite movie characters. But sometimes it's just a case of doing the best with what you have. But now that we're here, we may have a little bit more to give in terms of the quality. So
absolutely, yeah. It's funny we're talking about quality. I would like to give you a bit of an insight as to the final video, Chapter 1, what our tripod setup is currently. It's right now, you're currently watching us from a phone stood up in the middle of a USB-C iPhone plug. The pin's being popped out, and we've literally slotted the phone in between the pins of the plug on the top of a desk because I forgot my tripod. That is the quality. And we thought in the Champions Mukbang pilot, putting it against a ketchup thing, being low. This is new cutlery tip.
I see this absolute professionalism that is on this channel. We have the makeshift tripod, which is just...
Which, by the way, is like a ketchup bottle and a tin can, essentially.
Yep. just resting against a bunch of knives and forks, hoping that we don't get copyright.
This is a new level of law. This is I'm literally, we are balancing our phone with a plug. This is, it's not great, but to everything you've said, exactly, that is honestly our biggest focus, and it might not happen overnight, and we might be off to a buff start with the pressure that's behind all three of us coming into next month, but guarantee within a few months from now we'll be in such a different place. It's inevitable to me, and I honestly can't wait for to just get it started, because I don't even feel like we're properly started yet. What we're doing now is just almost doing prep. Like we'll truly be underway come January, and that's incredibly exciting to me. So yeah, is there anything more on the gaming, would you say, for you?
Films.
Films, yes. Obviously that kind of worms has now finally been opened. So yeah, there's possibility for shorts and features. Shorts is an exclusive. We've never had a short before, and that might be coming your way sooner than you think. But that's shorts is definitely on the way. But yes, I can also say that I have started development, and I have done for a while now, but very, very soon I'll be starting pre-production and writing on my second feature film. So that seems pretty part of the course. So I have no qualms really revealing that now. But there will be an event very early on in January. I can't say anything. But there'll be an event very early on in January that will basically go into detail on all of this. So it's as this is a closing ceremony for BWN Chapter 1, is there anything in particular, particularly you, that you would say is the most commendable thing? I'll admit it's very, very generic because you're both newbies. So to make it the most generic thing possible, what would you guys say is the most commendable thing that anyone else involved, or essentially, what is the thing that you would say in a sentence that you're not proud of? You could be over time when you look back over it, but of the origin of a legacy. But from a completely exterior point of view, what would you say you will remember this time for, looking back? And what do you think everyone else at home should remember this time for? These last 2 to 3 years, that's built everything up. And even now, you two coming in at the end. In a sentence, have a think about it. How would you both describe it?
Consistency was the word I'd use in that. And just to put it in a sentence as you asked. The fact that no matter what was happening, no matter what stage we were in Chapter 1, there were still videos coming out. There was still the channel was still going.
That's true.
Even though there was the break of content before you came back with more.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely valid. Again, burnout is a real thing that it will happen again. We are people with lives and with creative passions that will experience burnout. But the fact that consistency has been from the beginning, and what I can say from all of us is that it will continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There will always be something to pry the eyes on. There will always be something to enjoy. And the more that this network grows, there will always be something to see, because one of us will fill in the gaps where one of us is having a bit of a stumble. So there's
You're stuck with us.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I can add on with my sentence, which was going to be exploration, in a sense of no one's really holding themselves back from trying something new. There's no kind of, oh, I've never done that before, so I'm not going to do it. There's a case of, I've never done that before, so I am going to try and do it.
And that's kind of what happens at first hurdles. You do find that you just do these things from scratch, and you don't know how it's going to pan out. And me thinking that there wasn't going to be major things going wrong in the first few years was very naive of me. So it's really, I think we're in a position now where I think mistakes have been made in all our individual lives, and now that we're combined together and we know where we're going trajectory-wise, we can learn from our lives' experiences, and then everything that I can bring to the table, what I've learned these last two and a half years, 3 years, to really bring down the hammer on quality, like what you've been saying, just quality control and improving everything. So is there anything finally that both of you would say before you see them again in the new chapter, before I speak to all these guys privately?
Thinking hard. I feel like I'm thinking.
The eyes, yeah.
The eyes.
The eyes help you tell what you're thinking.
I think it's just to, continue supporting us and knowing that we are going to keep delivering on things. Yes, there might be times where we have to say we need to pause on this or we need a break, but to know that even with that break, we're still going to continue making sure that we will deliver on what we're going to do.
Yeah,
That's good.
just excited for what the future holds.
Yeah, as am I. Alright, we'll go off you two.
Okay, I'm going.
So here we are, pretty much right back where I started, in the city of Sunderland, by myself, with you guys. How it started 2-3 years ago, and how it's going. You've met the new team that will grow and build and evolve. But at the heart of it all, the chapters are really going to change because the dynamic's going to change. Because up till now, this has been my story, really. Everything, from the highs to the lows, to the mistakes, to the successes, everything has delivered itself in the way that it needed to. Not for content, and not even for you guys, of which that will change, but to deliver me in the best position to move forward, to carry on, step by step. And you arrive at these times in your life and you look back at everything that's happened, and sometimes you feel embarrassed even. You think, why did I do that? Why did I make that mistake? Why can't I just grow up quicker? Why do I always fail? And then I look back and I ask myself, was it even a failure? Did I really lose? I mean, what did I have to gain from all that time? What did I have to gain from it all? Well, if you would ask me that now, I can look back and I know what I got. I know where I've been, I know what I've seen, I know who I've been with. I know what I got out of it along the way. bring it on. So, I'd like to say that you could rely on me. You can rely on all of us to deliver you a journey, the ride of a lifetime, as promised. But you can't. You can't rely on anyone. You can only know that they're going to pull through for you, that I'm going to pull through for you. Every single day. Let the real games begin. You guys ready?
It's over, be.